we have a perspective that okay, they're good people, but at a certain point we have it in mind that the niggers, they like more of bouncing, they have that no nonsense, attitude,
In this video, we will ask Ugandan men what they think about African Americans. Like always, make sure to like and share the video and subscribe if you want more content like this. Alright, so who am I speaking with?
Yeah, you're speaking with Nwaya, Nwaya. I'm an artist. I'm a filmmaker also on the side.
Okay, and so what do you know about African Americans?
I think the African in them right now is done. They should be Americans, right?
I see them as real Africans. Those are brothers and sisters out there. Yeah, they are real Africans, irrespective of where they are. They are just there because of circumstance, what happened, but they are real Africans.
When we say African, like, I don't know to what extent they still share the African culture. So I think they are more now doing the American culture besides the African. So I think right now they are Americans because that's the culture they share.
Black Americans, I don't know whether they even still practice some of the native culture that they had from Africa, whether it was passed on from generation to generation, but not much.
Okay, but do you see like a difference between like the Black American culture and the white American culture?
Yeah, of course. I would say this in general, like, there is a certain vibe. There is a vibe that I see around Black people. Like they carry that vibe with them. That's the biggest difference about them and the white Americans. Like, okay, we can give them back the African American name because the vibe, their vibe, like the vibe of someone seeing you and smiling, the vibe of someone seeing you and say, I know this guy.
Ugandans have much less first-hand experience with Black Americans compared to whites and other ethnic groups. So they get most of their ideas from media. Let's explore how this has shaped their opinions.
What I think about Black Americans, in my perspective, more so with movies we watch, Americans, most of the Black Americans, we have a perspective that okay, they're good people, but at a certain point we have it in mind that the niggers, they like more of bouncing, they have that no nonsense, attitude, though they are good people if you find one. I think they're really good people. Yeah, but that's the perspective you have when we watch movies. The Black Americans, where they have nothing. You're telling me nothing. Yeah. So that's a perspective I have about the Black Americans.
And now as an artist, do you feel inspired by Black American culture?
I think at some point, I'm inspired, but I think at some point they misrepresent us with chaos.
Of course, when you see in the media, they say they are the ones who, they are the ones who could do drugs. They don't want to go to school. They are the ones who always have guns. Those ones in America, the Black Americans, of course. So, yeah, that's what we see in the media. We don't know how true, but even in the movies we watch, that's how it's portrayed.
Black people are peaceful people in general. But at some point, like when you see what we are, like the way blacks are represented in, like in the hip hop world, you see like their thing is being driven around women, yeah, is being driven around riches, driving fancy cars, about this being driven around, being gangster, what, but that's not actually what defines us.
When you go in the ghetto, in what they call the projects, they are the ones who always have the guns. They do the drugs. They head the cartels. I think they call them the drug cartels and all that. So, yeah.
So it's like at some point I appreciate that their vibe has boomed and they top the charts in some industries, but also at another point I feel like they misrepresent.
The hip hop industry has had a massive impact on the global image of African Americans. Let's dig a little bit deeper. What do you think about Black American music, like hip hop and rap and all those things?
Well, hip hop in itself is very informative because from my research or from my recent research is that hip hop originates from the slave culture. And these are the songs or these are the hymns and the rhythms they used to sing along while doing their slavery. So I find it very informative. And for your more information, I find hip hop as a change in the world. It could change anything. It has even changed the music system because it has given birth to R&B and other genres of music.
You know, in every community, you sing about the things that people can relate to. So if I listen to the music that the Black Americans are doing, like that's what's happening in their hood, where like in their community, and if it's negative, it affects them in a negative way. If it's positive, it has a positive effect. And what mostly I see they portray is sometimes like dangerous.
Yeah.
But the Black American music was very influential in Africa. Correct?
Yeah, it was very mostly the hip hop, the Ja Rules, those guys. Their music was so fantastic. Yeah, we used to enjoy it, but later on with time it started fading away. I also can't tell why, but because even in the generation that I've grown in, I also used to enjoy it at a certain point, but later on around 2008, 2009, it just went down and people don't follow it a lot right now. I also can't tell why, but maybe because they say seasons come and seasons go, probably that season came and it went too.
They are pushing for the use of guns. Like someone will say, I'll shoot you, what. So you see, and here in Uganda, first of all, even like civilians don't own guns. Mm-hmm. So like the big difference is that also us will sing about the things that our community will relate to.
And what are those?
So we will sing about love because I don't have a gun. Why would I sing about using a gun? Yeah. I will sing about something to inspire people. Maybe I will sing about something to make people work hard, to encourage them to work hard. Or maybe I sing about testimony, like saying I was from the ghetto, now I'm making some money, like that. Yeah. So that's something that people will relate to very fast.
Oh, the Black American music, basically, I'm not that much in it. What I love about the Black American music is in the gospel realm, in the gospel side. Yeah, I love their music. They have good music, like Travis. Is Travis Green a Black American?
But is Black American music still popular in Uganda?
It was popular. It was so popular 10 years ago. Like it was what everyone followed. Yeah, but right now, ever since the Nigerian music industry made a big breakthrough with their top artists and also these other young artists joining. So right now, like...
Let's talk about dating. Now, would you date a Black American chick? What do you think of, actually, what do you think about Black American women?
Black American women. Um,
Now, would you ever date a Black American woman?
Oh, a Black American woman.
I have a friend who who comes from UK. Like, I'll give an example. I have a friend who comes from UK, but the way she behaves, I think if all the people that side behave like that, they have forgotten a picture of a woman.
And now, what do you mean by that?
Like, what should I say?
Okay, the perspective we have about them is that they're not nonsense people, who when in anything like a misunderstanding, they're quite, they can react weird, and I'm a person who is humble and polite, so they're good people though. I think there are some good Black American ladies.
Like, what should I say? Like, I think the culture that side has made them so soft as women.
Soft.
Yeah. Like, our women here are hard, like hard. Someone who will know that you have another girlfriend and she will keep quiet because she no longer has a choice. You know?
Okay.
But people who have seen with Black American women, like, there are those guys who receive a call when he's in a band. She says, I want to see where you are.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay, so they're kind
Like,
of strict.
yeah, like, no, like, when we see our mothers and our sisters, they are still people who are so, like, they are somehow still from the African traditional society. Like, you will know that at some point I have to leave a man to be a man, which I don't think I will get from a Black American woman. Yeah?
Anyway, you're right. Now, what do you think about Black American women?
I think they are awesome. I've never interacted with one, but I think they are awesome because even in the movies, they are portrayed as those ones who are so beautiful. They have the nice shapes, just like Africans do. And some movies, you realize the white ladies envy the blacks because of their bodies, because of the way they look nice, their naturality. Yeah, so I think they are good and they are beautiful.
They look good though. They're beautiful ladies. On a serious note, they take care of themselves. The black is beauty. So there's a way when you take time and take care of yourself, you look very good. Yeah.
The views expressed in this video might be offensive to some of my audience, especially when contrasted with the positive remarks made about whites in a previous episode. That said, these people do not actually know Black Americans, so they are just responding to a biased media image that doesn't necessarily reflect reality. Just as many Americans are fed wrong info about Africans. The only way to solve this is for both groups to meet face to face on a human level and discover that they have more in common than differences. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, be sure to subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next video.